One of the aspects that's probably overlooked a lot is the ability to use assets that have already been created. Now, as it stands in this particular year, 2020, there are millions of assets that designers have created, even when it comes to 3D modeling. When people are making assets for movies, they don't have to recreate the scenery or recreate another box or a car. These things have been developed already. You just need to use these assets constructively. Now, there's a difference between copying things and then claiming you own the property to it versus using individual assets to create your design. And this video is about encouraging you, if you're an Affinity design user, when you start off new, you kind of don't want to touch anybody else's work. You want to create the whole world. But you'll find out later that having a tool set that you can call on when you need to do certain things will help you just become more efficient. For example, let me show you this job that I had. Now, the word Eagle Team and the words at the bottom, that's pretty easy. We can do inside Designer. The Eagle is a kind of sort of poorly pixelated area, and I could use a few processes to convert from pixel to vector. I might get a good result. Or in my case, I literally went in and traced the area because I wanted to replicate as close as I could get. So your choice is there. If you find some other artwork that's exactly like this, now this is part of this company's logo, so you don't want to change this eagle, even though it might not be the best eagle. This is what gives them the identity. The area like the globe like this, you could possibly find vector, but it's easy enough to redesign. So you can go with your ellipses, create that and create lines going all across. But the thing that would possibly be a challenge is this globe. The Earth, it looks fine if you look at it from a distance, but the quality of the outlines and everything is really suffering here. So you'd want to get a piece of artwork. Now, if you're going to trace this perfectly, you're going to still sit with a poorly formed Earth surface. So I'd suggest that in a case like this, you would merit getting an asset that somebody else has taken hours with and now makes it available. One of the platforms I could suggest is FreePick. Now, FreePick's got a lot of free stuff. That's why it's called FreePick. But also, if you decide to subscribe, I think it's like $80 for a year. It is so worth it. It's got premium features in. And every bit of this, whether it's, if you go here, you get vectors, photos, PSD, icons. It is worth every bit of money that you pay for it. So in this case, we could go for Earth, and we'll maybe, oops, I'm saying Eagle Earth, or let's put globe in there. And I'm going to go to vectors because I'm looking for vectors, and then I do a search. And we're going to come out, this is all the choices we have. Okay, so here we can see we have something similar here. So I could even go and utilize one of these and download this. Remember, as a premium payer, I have access to everything. But even if you're not a premium member, you'd have access to tons of this. And then there we have a beautiful Earth. You can download it and utilize it in your design. Why do you have to try and replicate that? What you have to pass by the client is whether the detail in this specific Earth map is acceptable to them, because they might just want a basic thing without too much detail in it. So you find one that matches that. And that's pretty much what I did. So if we go and look at what we had as an outcome, so this was the process. I traced this myself with the eagle, made the eagle word go around. Now, this video is not to show you how to do writing on a circle and to do the actual thing. It's just to show you that that was the Earth that I got, and then I was able to change the colors, which you can do to your own satisfaction, maybe the outline or the full color, whatever you choose there. So this is what I did. I recreated the entire unit. Of this entire unit, everything I traced, but the Earth was uniquely brought in from previous vector art that I got on FreePick. Okay. And they often would say, if you're not a premium member, you've just got to give credit for where the artwork comes from. If you are a premium member, it accepts that you can utilize it for your purposes. So there I have a logo that I've recreated, replicated. Yes, I would have loved the eagle to be a bit more well defined, but the eagle is what gives the definition to this particular logo. And there I have the beautiful earth that has been placed in. If I double click there, you can see each of these are elements, and this is the earth element. Now, there's some sort of islands and everything pictured over here because of its high detail, but the client's happy to have that because it's a more modern redo of their logo. If I could ultimately convince them to use a more high quality eagle, we'll get to that. But everything else from this globe area was replicated, doing the lines and curves, the In God We Trust, the eagle team. It was just this eagle that was traced in the entire thing, and this object was brought through. So the point I'm getting to is that if you are doing design work for clients, don't feel that you have to do every single piece. Go and look for the assets. It's on FreePick. There's tons of other sites. I am not an affiliate of FreePick or anything. I just think that those tools, those assets are really valuable. It's something that in the 3D world we've been using all along. You know, you don't recreate hundreds of people in a model if you're creating an architectural model. You get the assets and you place them in there. Your core focus is the final product rather than the individual assets. Okay, important thing is if you do get the asset and it belongs to someone else and it's copyright, of course, don't use it in your design. But hopefully this helps you to start working faster through your projects and not to feel guilty when you're using assets to build up or reconstruct structures and designs for your clients. So have a fantastic day and God bless.